Hello guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different than usual. Alright, so I did this sketch really earlier today, which I'm planning on painting with Posca pens a bit later, but in the meantime I wanted to do some basically studies because I love like this cartoon style. I found this on Pinterest. I don't know who the original artist was. It doesn't show, just says character drawing boy Google search. And it doesn't have a signature or anything, so if you know who this artist was, please let me know, because this is really cute. But other than that, I thought that I would just use my little Moleskine sketchbook here and do some character studies, basically. There's this one which is really cute, and then there are some more over here of like the little girl. I love that pose, so I'm thinking of going there next. But first I think I'm going to do, I don't know which one of these three. I love that one's motion, but I like this one's pose the best. So I think I should go fairly easy on myself and start there. So I'm just gonna dive right in. If I go quiet, I apologize, but yeah, I'm not used to talking my way through as I'm sketching. Usually when I sketch, I'm completely by myself, it's quiet, and basically nobody's allowed to make noise. But not that my cats care about that rule. I can hear Boogie on his way over here right now, wanting to cause trouble. Alright, so I just block it in. I mean, I love watching other artists' drawing process because I think it's so interesting. I was never professionally taught how to draw or paint. I took art classes in high school. If you've seen my sketchbook tour of my really big sketchbook from high school, you would already know that was about the only like actual art classes I've ever taken. And he almost just took out the mic. Thank you. You go down there. And that was, you know, a great experience. I learned a lot, but that's where it stopped. I never learned anything after that point, basically. So the rest of what I've been doing has just been self-taught and through studies like these. So, I mean, studies are great because you learn, obviously, things, you pick up things in style. And yeah, you learn how to do the things that you originally didn't. Like in this case where I'm right now just completely experimenting with this. It might suck severely, but that's a risk I'm willing to take because it is just a study. This is just a sketchbook. It's obviously not going to go for anybody as like a piece that I'm going to sell because first of all it's somebody else's character, and yeah, it's not going to look anything like the way I want it to. Find that if you nail the eyes, then the rest goes fairly smooth, but if you can't get that figured out, you're doomed. You'll probably hear my cat meowing in the back every once in a while because he is being a butthole. Let's see how it looks once I get the hair in place here. I was was always fairly okay with figuring out faces. The part where I stumble the most, well, hair is a big stumbling block, but also clothes and body type, because they make or break your character. If you don't get those right, you lose the character. Looking fairly okay. I did exaggerate his cheek a bit more here, but that's fine because this is basically now my version of this character. So it's a study. Let's see, that arm goes around like that. Really love to be able to just create my own character like this one day, because I love this style. I think it's so cute. This is so very in for Disney characters and, you know, children's illustrations and stuff, so I really do love it. Now, a reason why I think studies are super important is that if you just trace something, you're not really learning proportions and whatnot as well as you do when you are physically trying to draw it yourself. So when you do a study, you are forced to check your perspective, make sure that things line up like the original piece from your study and things like that. And I think that's a lot of times where I fall flat on my backside, is when I have to figure those types of things out. They don't come to me naturally. I wish I had been able to go to art school and, you know, learn those types of things, because they're kind of essential. But I'm making do now with the fact that I have the wonderful tool known as the internet, and for artists it is just this incredible tool to use, because we have an endless supply of references. And so even if you can't go to art school like I couldn't, you're not doomed like I thought I was. It's all about, you know, just working with what you've got, basically. Which in my case means something like Pinterest and just observing other people's work and going from there. That's not too bad. Definitely not the same as the original. But that's also the point of the study, is just trying something new. I think that's actually pretty neat. So then I want to take a look at this girl. I'm gonna also save this to my inspiration board. This is super cute. I love this one right here. Let's see, that's pretty cute too. But someone's just being a butthole today. Huh? Stop being a butthole. I wonder if I should paint these first or if I should draw her. I really want to do a study of that one. Maybe I'll go straight into the next sketch. I can come back and color these later. But yeah. Alright. So now the little girl. Let's see how this one goes. This is a bit trickier. I don't understand how some artists can just dive right in and just feel so confident right away that they know what they're doing. For me, it's always this sort of big moment of doubt before I feel like I know what I'm doing. Very drawn to kidlit art. I've always been. I think it is just because it is so appealing to the imagination for basically any creative types. Like, I have lots of adult friends, both artists and non-artists, who still love children's books just as much as I do. And I think that just harkens back to the fact that, well, at least for us creative types, it's feeding into that creative channel. As you can see, there is no real method to my madness. I'm just literally observing and sketching as I go. I'm not quite sure what's happening here, if that's supposed to be her hand that she has in a glove or something, but we're gonna run with it and just keep it like the study. And this looks like it's the arm out there, okay. Then we have the back of her little jacket fluffing out like that. Down at a point. The artist is for this one. Test for Mercury Filmworks by Anderson Mahansky. Okay, so Anderson Mahansky is the original artist here. So at least I know this one now. That's great. It's got a really cute style for this little girl. Little hands like that, and then she is done. Okay, now that I know who this is, where is my pen? Anderson Mahansky. There you go. So the credit is there. This is not my original work. So that's it. What do you think? Let me just check her out one more time. I've certainly made her arm a little bit too long here. I think I haven't made the collar big enough. Let's hang down a bit more. And then the sleeve can start, and then that looks more natural. She doesn't have extra long arms. I think that's alright. Let's take a look. Oh, it'd help if I would finish off her hairline here. No wonder she has a weird looking head. That's not too bad. Alright. So that is basically my study of those guys. I'm thinking now, this is not a study, this is my own creation, so just, this is a study of the unknown artist, and this is a study. So I'm thinking of doing my Posca pens, at least for this one, and maybe for these two as well. I'm not too sure yet. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this one first, and then depending on how that goes, I might do these two. Let's see. And so there it is, you guys, the finished Posca piece of my little Kit Kat. I think that came out really fun, but I still have no idea what to do with the study of this little boy or the little girl. I'm tempted to do them in Posca as well, just to see what kind of a cartoony look that'll give. Or maybe watercolors? I just realized I didn't finish his neckline. I better fix that.
Hi guys, as you can see, I decided on using my watercolors to paint the little boy here. And I'm really glad that I decided to do that and not use the Posca pens, because the Posca pens were very thick and this little boy needed a lot of little details. And I'm very happy that I ran with this decision, and you guys will see that with the end result. Normally when I use my Cotman series paints in the sketchbook, it doesn't work very well. It bleeds for some reason, but my White Nights palette does not. It works really well with the Moleskine sketchbook pages, and I was so thrilled at how this came out. You guys will see as it goes along. So it was a very easy choice to do watercolors in the end. But as you'll see in a little bit here, I'm going to have a little intruder joining me in my painting, because when I'm home, like I was today, he's very needy and needs some lap time. But in the meantime, I was just basically experimenting here. As you guys had seen with the actual sketch itself, there was no color palette because it was just a sketch. There was no completed colored out image. So I had complete freedom in choosing my colors, and so I basically just randomly picked the palette and ran with it, just something that I thought would look cute on a little boy. And it worked out perfect. I absolutely just love the way this came out, and I'm glad that I didn't hardline at first, which was also something I was considering doing. Instead, I just left it with the pencil lines, and it has this feeling about it. It's just like a rough sketch thing, and it's perfect. As you can see here, here's my little cat Boogie, who has decided that he needs to keep me company because I'm warm, and he just always needs to be around Mama. He's very needy, and I love him to bits. But yeah, so as you can see there, he decided he wanted to sleep on my arm just like that, and that made painting a little bit difficult because every now and again he'd wiggle a bit and would bump me, and then I would have to be very careful not to mess up. But in the end it turned out just fine anyway, and I really am happy with the end result of this one. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this draw with me, and please drop some comments down below if you'd like to see more of these. And I hope to see you guys back here in future. Thank you guys so much, and see you next time around. Bye!